me to take my 60 back. So I wasn't really happy.
So you're saying if not for those things happening, you were very intentional.
Go 80, I'll go 80 and wait for 20.
Child.
You know, honestly.
Are you guys cool now?
Yeah, we're very cool. We hang out once in a while. We do drinks.
Hang out.
First and foremost, Ace is cool. She's really cool. She is vibes. Yeah, she's peaceful for real. No pun intended, she actually is. There was no disrespectful intention with anything to happen. It was light-hearted vibes. It was, for lack of better words, it was just light-hearted vibes.
So at the time, you were not necessarily exclusive with anyone.
No.
Was there a possibility that that would have been a thing at the time?
I don't think so. Because
Did you think she had intentions?
I didn't really think about it, to be honest, because we had a discussion and I believe she said she had a man outside or a situation, maybe not exclusive, but she had something going on outside. And like she said multiple times, she was, friendly with, pretty much whoever that she was feeling in that type of way. So I didn't really see it as any possibility for exclusivity at all. It was just vibes.
Just vibes.
Yeah.
Was it just vibes for you, please?
Yeah, I completely agree with him.
Did you ever feel the need to tell her what had just happened? Because, I mean, for watching, it looked like, wow, there's no way you didn't feel that. That was weird or awkward, at least.
You know what's funny? I can't actually remember that particular scene that you were talking about. No, for real.
But you
like,
see the memes. So you know
I
what I'm
can
talking about.
remember the one in the room, in the
Yes, that's
bedroom.
what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. Being like, maybe, okay, you know what? Maybe not for some reason. Probably because, Jackie was my friend and, they took her and they ran with it. But it wasn't anything. I want to believe that I was flirtatious with pretty much everybody in the house. I was that way with Jacob to an extent. You know what I mean? I was very flirtatious with Jacob, but for some reason, they took I and Michael's and ran, but it wasn't anything. Michael is very cool. He's a good guy, so.
Did you have any intentions?
No, I had no intentions.
If there was a possibility?
No.
So you used was there with Jackie B friends. Is that still the case?
I don't talk to Jackie outside the house as frequent as as we were in the house, but it's all love. It's still all love.
Do you think that was a big reason why you guys are not on the
Possibly,
phone?
I don't know, but there is a chance that could be.
So you now try to find out what?
Not really.
When you see her, what happens?
We're cool.
What did you think about that? Because you didn't know at the time. And I remember there was an eviction show a few days later where I used the word peace, and he smiled. Did you think he should have mentioned it to you?
Definitely.
Did you feel betrayed by peace?
Yes, because I talked to her a lot about how I thought about Angel,
Which was what she came on to talk about later.
I came out and it's like the same thing you were doing. Do you get what I mean? Honestly, I had no idea. You call me I don't know, but I had no idea. Even when you mentioned this, I think eviction, you said something about Jackie and Michael, I found peace.
You used to have with Jackie B in the garden every other night. Your name almost became synonymous with gaslighting for a lot of people online. They're like, oh, Michael has started his gaslighting session again with Jackie B. So there were a lot of people who were watching and thought you were having fun and still trying to have your cake and eat it with Jackie B. What were you doing?
The whole situation with that was, there was a lot of confusion, uncertainty, and I think it was just a bunch of fluctuating emotions, right? Especially in a confined environment. So with that being said, a lot of things that I did, would I change it? Sure. I'm sure a lot of things that she did, would she change it? Sure. But at the same time, it was based on like mutual attraction. You understand? There was an attraction there. We're trying to see what's going on. We're trying to explore it.
Are you guys cool, you and Jackie B?
Yeah, definitely.
Still Michael Jackson?
Yeah, well, she's cool, man. Like we said, in the house, we're exploring to see what it is, and I think she's a very good friend of mine.
You think?
I think she's a very good friend of mine.
You think she's a very good friend of yours?
Yeah, I believe so.
You're still thinking? So it's been like 9 months now.
think.
It's not thinking like that. You don't have to take it like that. Thinking is implying conviction. I can't be convinced but I'm not thinking like, you know.
So you guys are still just friends. Jackie, you're rolling your eyes and that eye roll means the back of your head.
I'm sorry.
What's your opinion?
Not sure. We're friends. We're very good friends. I don't think. Yeah.
I'm very jealous and guilt and full and everything. And right now.
And you want to insult yourself?
Yeah, I know.
You have to make up quiet. People should know. Sammie. That was a very interesting dynamic you had with Angel. What was it for you with her? What did you have in your head? Like Yousef said clearly, I like this girl. I forgo 100% if not, or you said 80. So what was in your head at the start of the dynamic?
The first week, unsure obviously, Buma was there. I mean, I never heard of him. I didn't see myself having anything with Angel for real.
Sorry, you said anyone was there?
I didn't see myself having anything with Angel. Why? Because I felt like as peg it would be the chisels up and all of that. You know what I'm saying? And she walks down to me and we just clicked.
So she came to you
100%.
to say what?
Looking what then just chilling. I was right behind Jackie. I think I left Jackie. I went straight to the bench. And she was like, okay, let me meet my boyfriend. And I smiled like an idiot.
Did you have intentions of taking it seriously? If the opportunity had come up, if you guys weren't as back and forth as you were.
Okay.
And then did you walk up to him like you said, Angel? And did you walk up to him with any intention of anything long term, or was it just, like you said, vibes all the while?
I mean, like, that was the first day or the second day, I don't remember. But, like, I remember the first day when the girls walked into the house, you know. I think the first time I met you was in the bathroom. Was it you? Oh, yes, I saw in the bathroom, and the bathroom door was open, and I slammed it, and he started laughing. And that was just it. And then he came out, you know. We spoke briefly, and that was it. So the second day, I was like, this guy's funny. And then I saw him sitting in the garden, and definitely went to speak to him. You know, he was nice to talk to and everything. But like he said, it was like an unlikely dynamic. I didn't think he was serious with me, to be fair, because I knew he was, like I said, I knew he was flirting with peace. And I don't know if
he was serious.
I didn't. If he was serious.
What if he was?
If he was serious, would I have explored that?
Yeah.
No.
Was the fight sort of a defining moment for how you viewed him and how your relationship has evolved after that?
Yes, definitely. The fight was about KD and him being jealous that KD had kissed me during his trip or there. And then he resorted to, if you like, kiss Big Brother and everything. That was a defining moment for me. Most especially because I knew he was flirting with peace, like I said. And because I had spoken at length with you several times, and you know the type of person I am. So why did you, like, you know...
It happened. And I remember social media was like, they say, Big Brother sent this boy on a mission, which was quite confusing for a lot of us. Like, were you surprised at how much of an impact you had on what seemed like at least a budding relationship?
Yeah, I mean, I came into the house like innocently, and we had a game. So once something happened, then I picked her.
Did you know anything at the point?
Obviously not. So I picked her and I kissed her. I was just trying to be, trying to be just not so serious actually. Yeah. But I was just so disappointed in Sammie for taking it serious. Like,
you thought he took it too far?
Yeah, I thought he took it too far for real because it was a game. I mean, I told him after, like, we had a conversation, but
did he get upset at you as well?
No.
Mostly her.
Okay. Yeah. I was like, shouldn't have taken it that far, but because it was just a game. I didn't even know you guys were in like a thing, and obviously she didn't as well. No, we're just being spontaneous, both of us. You get, and I just thought it took it too far, basically.
Yeah. There's a lot of people who believe that you never really took him seriously anyway from the start. Because as much as Sammie was always in the picture, but while he was always in the picture, there were always all of these other conversations with Angel's name popping up. So you would do your thing, then come back. You would do your thing and come back. So it must look like this was always sort of.
It's worked on him. Like it was there, and that's what it was. And it's like, okay, you did that, and Queen worked on you, and she had just come, and his excuse was, oh, I could have kissed any other guy in the house. This guy is me. Why did I? And it's like,
Did he ever tell you that if flirting was a problem? You're flirting.
No, he never did.
Did you ever do that?
He never told me.
Not directly. Okay. So, addressing KB.
Yeah.
And the game truth or dare was okay, it's actually a very, very regular game. Everybody's aware already, and understand the fact that we came in first before KB. Boma was my friend already, every other person was my friend, and I didn't see it as a big deal because I felt Angel was very free spirited. So KB just came in day one. So you understand? You would have picked Boma now.
I wasn't the one who picked.
You understand? Okay, fine.
It was
KB just
KB that
came in.
picked.
Mebuka. She doesn't know who KB is. He just came on the show, and
Thought you should have just held back a bit.
at least come on, at least try.
Why did you hold back from Queen?
Twerk and
Queen
kissing
twerked
is
on you.
different.
How? In what
Yo.
sense is it?
Twerk.
Yes, but like it's still the same thing. That's a new person. It's sexual. I could have been offended, but I wasn't because I knew it was a game.
I was just in my zone. I don't vex, Abby. Make I vex. Abby. And she was like, I was just passing. This is exactly what got to me. You carry face because I kissed KV. I don't get it. Actually, because I was like, hey, and so what? And that was how about the whole stuff. I was like, did I for shame? I don't know. It was not funny for real.
Because that's not shaming phrase. I know you talk about it so much. That's what's
that thing actually really. Did I for shame or not? I didn't know. And I actually apologized for it. You notice the whole week I kept up. Nobody knew. I even wrote a letter to her on God with my errors and the rest.
What she said
genuinely,
she said that?
No, actually, I was ignored now.
Still.
Genuinely, yeah. You do get genuinely. I actually wanted her to be okay back on the show, be also because I felt like okay, yeah, everything up. This angel, she's actually very active. All of a sudden, she just has always sleeping and very she speaks to everybody because they were laughing at the fact that I actually spoke back at her. So I wanted her back regardless. Even if we talk or not, no, I don't just said, just come back to the show and play your game. If I'm out tomorrow, I don't care. If I'm still in, then fine. We'll come back to the show and play your game, girl. My son was still cool now. So the fact that I said it's disappointing, I'm surprised. I don't get it. What disappointed for what?
I mean, I am disappointed in you taking that serious. Yeah. Because it was a game for him. Yeah, I mean, it was a game.
It's how he feels.
Yeah, you can understand.
It's a valid.
So it was a game.
Bro, what more did you want him to do? If he says, okay, I agree I messed up, you also called me a lot of names. Let's be fair.
Yeah.
Did you ever feel the need to apologize? From what he's saying, you triggered the altercation and I messed up. You also called me a lot of names. Let's be fair.
Yeah.
Did you ever feel the need to apologize? From what he's saying, you triggered the altercation at the moment. Then he also has written a letter and apologized. You didn't acknowledge. Why? And what should he have done?
I'd first like to say that I didn't just spark up. You know, he was teasing me like before I got to the point where he got serious and I got angry. You know, Michael was there, like, and I can admit that, yeah, I was wrong for calling him names. I apologize for that. I should never have called you all those names. At the time, like I said, I wasn't really thinking, yeah, he has written me a letter and everything. At the time, I was thinking, well, now you've turned me off and I'm not interested. That's what I was thinking.
So that was what made you not to
yes, that made me not.
Are you going to get cool now?
Yeah, definitely. Like, that's my G.
Is that true?
I think I don't get all level.
Yeah.
I get all level. No stress.